So your final treatment assignment will be completing the discharge summary, which happens obviously at the end of treatment. So as you can see, discharge summary note, you'll put the day, today's date, the date that the client discharged from treatment, what type of program they were in, client's name, date of birth and age, their sex, their address, their home and cell phone numbers. So that's all their identifying information. The next section, discharge status, you will indicate what type of a discharge they had, whether it be successful, AMA, or terminated or unsuccessful. Their discharge condition, so whether they had minimal, moderate, or significant improvement. Why they were discharged, so it may be that they completed treatment. It may mean, because of lack of funding or for a variety of reasons, which you will choose. And then how many sessions with you that they completed. Then you give a discharge summary. So this will be an overview of their identifying information, kind of an overview of what happened while they were in treatment, what brought them to treatment, what sort of progress or lack thereof that they had. Here you can see I have typed up an example of what this may look like, and then who they're being referred back to as well. The next section is the discharge recommendations, so where you're referring them to, and then what kinds of things they need to do to be successful in maintaining abstinence. You'll give their discharge diagnosis, so you will want to refer back to your diagnosis paper. You'll want to identify what symptoms, again, that will be in your diagnosis paper, so what symptoms they had that made them meet the criteria for their disorder. You'll go through their different risk factors, so suicidal ideations, plans, means, prior attempts, you'll indicate any of those. Physical violence, mild, moderate, or severe. Substance abuse, mild, moderate, or severe. Psychosis. And then you will identify their strengths and their weaknesses. You'll identify social, recreational, hobbies, leisure time activities, and then the problems, goals, and interventions section is where you will put their treatment plan. So you'll talk about what their treatment plan was prior to discharge, whether they completed those goals, whether they're still working on them, so where they're at in the treatment process. So you should be able to copy and paste this right from your treatment plan review. You'll identify their discharge criteria, and then you'll list yourself as the provider, the agency you work for, and then the agency address. You'll also indicate what your title is. So for those of you going into the AODA field, it would be appropriate for you to write substance abuse counselor in training. Then you will sign and date it. So the majority of this information is gathering together everything we've done over the course of the course, and you are going to be compiling all of that information into the discharge summary. If you have any questions, please let me know.